Do you remember when you were supposed to be revising for exams and you and your best friend were looking at Airbnbs? You ended up looking at places in Bali, and it was from that moment you decided you had to go there. It was your dream destination. Well, guess what? 8 years later, you and your other best friend decided to go to Thailand, Bali and Singapore together for a month. And it was one of the best experiences you've had in your 24 years of life. And it was something you will never forget. God is truly on your side. In Bali! So excited, it's gorgeous, it's beautiful, and I'll show you around. We are tea and coffee tasting.
We've got loads.
We've got an array. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 teas and coffees to taste. And my camera only has 1 minute left of videos.
Maybe cut it here then.
Guys, we made it. Oh my god.
We made it to the top
of Mount Bater. Worst walk.
Horrible.
What are you rating the walk?
It was worse. So it was worse than Tiger Cave Temple. If you watch that video, oh my god,
you would just get it. But like, this is terrible. But we're here. We'll show you what it currently looks like. Throughout this trip, I learned many things. When I was doing my devotion, I read Psalms 27, and verse 1 to 3 stood out for me. It made me reflect on my experience, particularly the weather, and trusting God and having faith in Him, despite what you're going through. The weather before and during our stay was forecasted to rain consistently. And yesterday we climbed up Mount Batur, and the night before it was chucking it down and was forecasted to rain, and I was just praying because this was one of our main activities we'd been looking forward to. And on the day of the walk, it was raining hard on the drive. But when we started the walk, there was just a small speckle. And when we got to the top, it was completely dry, and the rest of the day too. However, what the text made me reflect on is if the weather didn't hold out, or when planning this trip and things didn't go to plan, I still would have had faith and I still trusted in God. I think as Christians, especially new Christians, we can be so quick to think that now we've chosen to start this life with Christ, everything will be perfect. Nothing will go wrong. But living a life with Christ does not mean you just pray and things happen as you wish. We will still face trials and situations, but it's in that our faith and relationship with God is built. And despite what the situations may be, it is the Lord that remains faithful and remains the same. Therefore, we can trust Him, His word, and that He'll be with us. I then had to ask myself, do I share that with my friends? I was too scared to tell Marcella that I'd prayed for the weather to be okay for the hike, in case God still allowed there to be rain. And many times before then, there have been situations where I've been too scared to let my friends know that I've prayed for something, in case the prayer isn't answered the way that I've or we've wanted, and therefore cause them not to believe. It's like, why am I trying to protect God? That's not it. It's not about me. Because in doing that, I'm actually not showing what it's truly like to be a Christian. Being a Christian is not just trusting when things go your way, but rather having faith and trusting God despite things not going your way. Walking with Christ is believing and knowing that He has a higher plan for you, higher than our own thoughts, and trusting His way over our own. So guys, guess where we are? Drum roll.
Sideman.
Cedarman. We're at the rice terraces, and we decided to be our own tour guides because
we don't need no tour guides.
We do not. We are selling.
Thailand. Naim is actually a Thailand.
I am. I work for Feel Free.
She works for Feel Free Travel now, by the way.
Yeah, Marcella works for Intro Travel Rivals.
I don't actually.
But we're selling our own course on how to go travelling in your 20s. So if
whatever you do, pack light.
Yeah, facts.
Don't bring a Mountain Warehouse wheel suitcase
with 2 rucksacks.
Don't do it.
Don't spend
Just
£109.
Don't do it to yourself. It's not worth it at all.
But look at the view. Look at her go. So you. Oh wait, go down. Okay. So I'm currently in Cedarman and having a great time, and we went to a temple, and whilst I was there I found myself thinking like, oh, these gardens are cute, but nothing compares to what we saw in Thailand, or the economy is nice but Ubud is much nicer. And not just in an observational way, but it was more like an attitude thing. Even though where we were was actually stunning, I had to check myself because going to Bali had literally been a dream, something I'm living in, but I experienced other things on that trip which changed my expectations and standards. And although I was living out a dream, I was looking at things thinking, this could be better. And I think that's just how it is in terms of life in general. When you're trying to find things of the world, keep it with the standard or try get the next best thing, you're never truly, really satisfied. You always want more, and you never have a set thing. You're always chasing after something. With God, once you've got him, everything's great, everything's perfect. And yeah, you may have troubles, you may have trials, but that set standard is what's going to get you throughout everything and keep you satisfied and complacent with what you have. And actually just wanting to put out rather than to always receive the next best thing. You want to share what you have with others in order for them to receive that blessing that you've got because you are satisfied. It reminded me of when I was a child in school, and there were things that I would say, if I got, I'd be happy. Like if I got braids, I'd be happy. Or if I'd got shoes, I'll be happy. And then I would get shoes and I'd be like, no, actually I need to get the Fred Perry bag and then I'll be happy. All in all to say, we can get so lost in trying to find happiness and success in things. And once we get there, it just becomes a constant thing you're trying to grab, rather than actually appreciating where you are, what you've achieved or what you've been blessed with. And having a relationship with Jesus, you're able to see the blessings in it all. You're truly satisfied knowing all that he has done for us, done for you, and what really matters is knowing and loving and sharing that with others. And that's something we can do anywhere and at any point in life. And I'm so grateful that I got to then experience and share his love in my dream destination, Bali. Just a heart check. I clocked where I was and where I was thinking, and I was like, I don't like that, but it's crazy because that's just how life is in this world. But with Jesus, it doesn't have to be like that. Whoa. Thank you for watching. Sorry about that, guys. Okay. But thank you.
Bye, guys.
Get home safely.
Get home safe.
Your loving hands perfected me to make me more like you, King of kings and Lord of peace.
Oh, hello there. Hello.
You sanctify Jesus, you're always forgive me. I need your love from you, from you, from you. I need more of you, of you, of you. Lord, you paid for all of my mistakes, and you'll keep me blameless on that day when I meet you, meet you, meet you. I can't wait to see you, see you, see you. With blood-bought hope I can rest and say it's by your grace that I am now been saved. I just wanna thank you. I just wanna thank you. I just wanna thank you. I just wanna I need your love.
Single.
From you, from you. I need more.
But we also have platonic love, which is also
It's currently the 18th of April and we are at the beach. We're at Bingham Beach and we watched the sunset go down even though there was no sunset. Ordered some pizza and it's also the beginning of my Sabbath as well. Overall, I'm very grateful to be travelling and very grateful to be here, and I'm just trying to soak up every moment possible whilst also enjoying it and being present but not doing too much. But yeah, it's been great. It really has.
I can't wait to see you, see you, see you. With blood-bought hope I can rest and say it's by your grace that I am now been saved. I just wanna thank you.
Currently, this Sabbath, what I learned, I was reading Psalm 29. Really, really good. Psalms 29 verses 10 to 11 stood out to me because it reminded me that throughout the storms we face, God is ultimately still in control. And even in the biggest storm that ever existed, Noah's Ark and the flood, God was still there and protected his people. It was a reminder to me that when storms do come my way, I don't need to worry because God will be there with me. He'll be able to give me the strength to carry on and will give me a peace that surpasses all understanding. It's crazy because we literally lived that out yesterday. There was a point in the evening where we were sat on the beach and we saw thunder and lightning happening, and we were wondering, should we go back or should we not? But we decided to actually stay as no rain had fell. Others left, but some also felt comfortable staying. Now, I'd forgot that I'd prayed earlier on that there would be no rain, but I also learned that there is something called dry thunderstorms. Now, this is when thunderstorms happen with the intention of rain, but the rain from the clouds evaporate before it reaches the ground. Look who it is! Yeah, it's that peeing. Without knowing that, we decided to stay in the midst of the storm. I prayed and felt a peace about it, and we experienced a dry thunderstorm. It didn't rain and we had a lovely evening. And although there were times throughout the trip where we were out and about and it rained, we were able to still embrace those moments and have a good time, like in Cedarman, which is exactly what God calls us to do. He says we will face storms, but we don't have to go through it alone. Now, there may be some storms we face which are a bit like dry thunderstorms where God will remove the hurt, he'll remove the pain that comes with that storm. But there also may be other times where God allows us to actually go through that. And by sticking it out and staying in that storm, we're able to lean on God and our faith will deepen and blessings unfold. Now, we may experience them blessings currently, but we also may experience them blessings in eternity. But overall, God will be with us and his blessings will be with us too. So thank you, God. You made a childhood dream come true. You showed and taught me things, some lessons, reminders, and some which are anew. Now that I've reached a new age, stepping into 24, if there's one thing I could tell my younger self, one piece of sure advice, Jesus loves you, he cares about your desires, and he cares about your pain. He wants the best for you, so despite the things you've done, or things that you've been through, he will never ever leave you, nor will he forsake you. And that's the power of his love, his glory and his name. His promises never change. He'll forever be the same.